Hey everyone, I need your attention for 1 minute. This is not one of those ads. This is something that has changed my entire life. If you've been listening to this podcast, you know that this is all about personal development as the foundation for everything good in your life. And this podcast is now sponsored by Growth Day, which is the world's first all-in-one personal development app. I mean, oh my gosh, can you imagine having everything all in one place that you need to create the life that you want? Now you can. So if you've been struggling with your motivation, your mood, your productivity, or your purpose, you have to check this out. Growth Day helps you consciously change your life and achieve your potential. It has all the self-improvement tools, motivational classes, and life coaching all in one place. So many of us want to improve our lives, but the question is how? Where do we start? What do we use? How do you get unstuck? How do you make self-improvement stick? Well, research shows how. It's when you consistently journal, track your habits, set goals, learn from empowering mentors, and challenge yourself that you'll be happier, healthier, and more successful. But let me ask you something. Where do you actually do all of your personal development work? I have to tell you that over 300,000 people use Growth Day for a reason. It works. It's the world's #1 software for self-improvement. Growth Day has an amazing mindset journal that I absolutely love, a habit tracker, and a goal-setting system. In fact, I bet if you went to my stories this week, you probably saw me using the journaling app and telling you to do it too, because it's the first time that journaling has ever actually stuck consistently in my life because of this app. And best of all, Growth Day has live inspirational classes every single week from the world's top motivational speakers and life coaches. These are people who have impacted my life in huge ways. These are mentors who I already knew and loved. In fact, this is something that's so huge for me, you guys. I personally teach a class in Growth Day every single month, and it is one of the most fun things that I get to do, and I'd love to see you there. These classes will truly shift your life. There's always something new that you will learn. So join me and 300,000 achievers growing our lives with actual real intention. Visit growthday.com/Lori for a free trial. Yes, you can try this for free. So go to growthday.com/Lori and go live your best life. You guys, that's growthday.com/Lori. And I can't wait to see you there.
If you're already not enough for them, if you've never been enough for them, you will never be enough for them. So stop trying to be enough for the people that you'll never be enough for. You will exhaust yourself. Welcome to the Earn Your Happy podcast. I'm Lori Harder, founder of the Bliss Project, 3-time fitness world champion, fitness expert, and cover model turned self-love junkie, lifestyle entrepreneur, and author. Each week, I'll bring you a guest or a thought that will help you bust through your fears, connect to your soul, and get focused and clear so you can elevate your life, business, and relationships. We don't wait until we're ready for someone to tell us we're good enough. We take what we want and we anoint ourselves. Get ready to earn, own, and unapologetically rock your happiness every single day. Are you with me? Here we go. Welcome back to the Earn Your Happy podcast. And it's time for another quickie because there's always time to fit in inspiration. And if you have not gotten your ticket for the Bliss Project yet, 2019, go to theblissproject.info because you guys, this is going to be so much fun. We are going to have a blast. If you are ready for total immersion and to really up-level your next year and let go of what's not serving you and really change the stories that are in your head and have the group of people who are ready to support and connect with you, this is the room that you want to be in. You could literally make massive life changes in one weekend. You guys, I started this event because I took everything that has ever made a massive change in my life and I put it into one weekend. So if you want to know what has completely changed the direction of my life, it's all of the things that we will be doing in this room. So go grab your ticket now at theblissproject.info, theblissproject.info, and you can join us first weekend in March in Newport Beach, California. And this time of year is not always an easy time of year to stay motivated, to keep on your goals, and to feel like you are making things happen. And I want to just say right now, with the holiday season and your routine being so different than usual, I want you right now, wherever you are, just to take a minute and get grounded and just take a breath, because this time of year requires so much grace. And I also want you to look at what you're doing and appreciate the difference in your normal routine, because a different routine and different things going on and different people creates contrast, and contrast makes us appreciate either what we normally have or the ability to create change in our life. Really looking at how far we've come and how we're able to kind of let go or dance within the expectations that we used to have. So if you're in a place right now where you have really high expectations and standards for your life, holidays might throw that for a loop. But what I want to say to you is that the more grace that you can have with yourself and let go of those expectations and just say, you know what, I'm going to be really present and I'm just going to stay in motion. Like if your workouts cannot look the same as they normally do, right? Mine do not look the same as they normally do. Just stay in motion. If work does not look the same as it normally does, just stay in motion and let that be okay. Like the grace and the difference in your typical schedule and routine is actually a good thing for you. You need a bit of a break. You need a bit of a perspective shift, and just be grateful for what's going on right now. And by letting go of those expectations, you can actually show up and enjoy the present moment. Because if you're holding on to those expectations and you're like with your family, or you're doing something totally different, or you're doing your holiday shopping, or you're getting ready for stuff and you're thinking, why do I have to do this? Oh, this is throwing me off from this or that. You're actually completely missing out on the magic of what's going on this season or in your life. So if it's going to be happening anyway, be present for it and seek the joy in every moment. Just like we say with everything, where is the bliss in this, right? My friend Lindsay always says that. Where is the bliss in this moment? Even if it's different, even if it's not what you wanted, where's the bliss in this moment? And what I want to talk to you today about is expectations. And I know so many of us have expectations for ourselves. And this is a topic that I could probably just make a podcast on expectations, because the last time you were disappointed was probably because you had an expectation on yourself or someone else. And what I want to flip it today though, because I want to talk about the expectations that people have on us. Because you guys are pretty much all go-getters. Most of you who are listening to this podcast want to make your life better, whether that's your health, whether that's your business, whether that's how you're showing up in the world, whether that's the impact that you're making on the world. You want to show up bigger and better, and you want to reach your highest potential. So that means really high expectations on yourself. But there's something else that's actually robbing us of our energy, and that is feeling like we have to live up to the expectations that other people have on us. So something that was really brought to light many, many times on this last round of the book tour was that people feel like as they move into this next level of their lives and themselves and reaching their goals, they feel this like nagging expectation that other people from their past had on them to keep showing up the way they used to show up. So whether that's, oh, you're not the same person, or you don't spend as much time with us, or you don't have enough time for us, or when is it ever going to be enough, or are you going to stop, or what is that, you keep striving for your goals in this business, like when are you ever going to be happy? Like these expectations of how you were supposed to show up in their lives. And I want to free you for a moment, because we've talked a lot about the permission to offend other people, which can be really powerful, like giving yourself permission to offend other people, right? But I want to give you the permission to disappoint people, because just because someone has an expectation on you does not mean that it's the expectation that you are meant to fulfill. So Bruce Lee has a quote, I'm not in this world to live up to your expectations, and you're not in this world to live up to mine. And another quote from William Shakespeare, expectation is the root of all heartache. So I also believe that that's believing that you have to fulfill the expectation of what your family thinks you should be or what your friends think you should be in order, listen to me right now when I say, in order to fulfill your life's purpose, you will have to disappoint people and you will have to complete that loop on your own and let that be okay. Because here is what I want to drive home. You will never be enough for who you're not enough for, right? You will never be enough for who you're not enough for. For those people who keep saying, this is not enough, this isn't enough time, why can't you be a better friend? Why can't you text more? Why don't you call more? You're never going to fulfill that for them because that's an expectation on you that's so high, that's outside of what you can do. That's not the way that you show up in the world. If you're already not enough for them, if you've never been enough for them, you will never be enough for them. So stop trying to be enough for the people that you'll never be enough for. You will exhaust yourself. You will exhaust yourself. So here is the freedom right now. Give yourself the freedom to disappoint them and let that be okay. And let go of that thought and just keep living into your highest potential and where you know you're supposed to be. Because I want the friends and the people in my life, those people who are going to be the closest to me and in that inner circle, I'm not going to have to show up a certain way for them all of the time because I'm going to disappoint them at one point or another if they can't let go of an expectation, because none of us are perfect and we can't always show up 100%, right? Sometimes I'm going to show up 150% for my friends, and other times in my life, I can only show up like 30% because there's so many other things going on. So I want the people in my life who understand that. I'm not saying get rid of people. I'm saying let go of thinking that you have to show up in a certain way and let it be okay if you disappoint them. Like sometimes you have to have this conversation and just say, you know, I know that this is what you expect or that this is what you want, but I'm not able to show up in that way anymore because I have this going on, or I'm really working on this project because this is where I know I'm supposed to be. So could you maybe help me with understanding how I can show up for you in a different way that still feels good for you. And if they give you something that feels good and you guys can really talk about and you feel like you can come to an understanding and agreement, awesome. If they cannot let go of the expectation, now it's your turn and your work to say, well, I'm really sorry, but I'm not going to be able to show up in that way because this is where I'm at now. And this is where my life is. And this is where I'm putting my energy toward. I love you. I adore you, if that's the case, but this is where my energy is going at the moment. So the way that I can show up is different. So whatever happens after that, that's what happens. And I think where people get disconnected, and I'm talking about this more and more now, where people get disconnected and they start to not understand this, is they want it to end well. Sorry to laugh, but it's just the truth. Like things are not going to end the way that you want them to. Now, they'll end well in the future, but in the beginning, it's kind of like, okay, well, I'm not setting this boundary, or I'm not having this conversation, or I'm wearing myself ragged trying to live up to these expectations because you are so afraid of what happens on the other side of your no, or of your boundary, or of letting disappointment be okay, because you have to deal with the pain or the things that these people say on the other side of that boundary, right? On the other side of saying how you actually feel and how you can show up. And there will be a time period where people will talk and they will be disappointed and you will feel hurt and it's going to suck so bad. And then all of a sudden your life will start to shift and you'll have the people in it. You'll have people in your life who are showing up in a completely different way, who don't have the expectations, because you teach people how to treat you. So if you keep on feeling like you have to live up to people's expectations, you're going to attract a whole lot of people with high expectations who expect you to do that. If you start showing up as fully you and giving what you can give and letting go of all the rest, you'll start attracting people and choosing people who want you for who you are. exactly who you are. And that is going to be how it all starts to shift, is letting it be okay that you're disappointing people and making peace with it and showing up the best way that you can, but moving forward with your goals with intentions of the highest good. You're not setting out to hurt people. You're setting out to take care of you, right? You're setting out to take care of you. Just like when people say no, no is a self-love practice. No makes room for your yes, right? Saying no to others makes room for your yeses in your life. So you guys, moving through this holiday season, moving through this next year, I want you to remember that the only expectations that you should really be trying to fulfill are the ones that you have on your life, and also obviously bringing a lot of grace around those as well, but letting go of the expectations that other people have on you and showing up in the way that feels really good for you, and letting it be okay to disappoint people, because I think we all need permission to let it be okay to disappoint people. It's all right. It's all right. It's partially it's not partially, it's their job to make themselves happy, not yours. So you guys, I hope that this episode gave you a little bit of peace throughout this season right now, and that you are able to kind of release some of those things that were bogging you down. And yeah, I just want to send you so much love in this holiday season, because I'm feeling so incredibly grateful for everybody who has been listening, who's just been helping this podcast grow. And until next time, earn your happy, everyone. Bye-bye. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with me on the Earn Your Happy podcast. I am so glad that you stopped by. If you could take 1 second to share this episode with someone you think would love it, that would be absolutely amazing, and we would be forever grateful. Also, please leave us a review if you feel so moved by going to iTunes and leaving us an honest thought, an honest comment. Tell us what you think. Tell us what you want to hear more of. It would really help us out on our journey to helping thousands and thousands of people. Until then, don't forget to earn your happy. Thanks again, guys. Bye-bye. Hey, do you know what the big secret is this year? And it shouldn't be a secret, because this should be your biggest focus. It is building your community. I am always working on building and nurturing my community, and everyone is talking about the power of community. Without an online community, you just cannot grow organically or create a real movement, which is what I know that we're all after. And you can build trust or monetize your audience. When you get community right, not only does your audience grow faster, but so do your sales. But where's everybody going to be managing their communities these days? And a lot of online entrepreneurs and thought leaders are turning to Circle.so. Circle is an all-in-one community platform. It lets you host content and create discussions, live streams, group chats, and memberships all under your own brand. And what's so cool about Circle.so is that you don't even need a website or Facebook group. Instead, Circle lets you build your own community site where you can host content and manage your members. You can even create locked and unlocked content spaces, groups, and classes. How freaking cool is that? You can put your content behind a paywall too, and you can charge different amounts of money for different spaces on your community site. Circle.so is famously easy to use, and it has a free 14-day trial for you, so you can go check it out, see if you like it, see if you love all the options. Just go to Circle.so. Go check it out right now, you guys. Imagine being able to manage your community, start group chats and live classes, and accept payments all in one place. Kind of mind-blowing, since this is usually spread all over the place. You have to log into so many different things. If this is the year to capture, organize, and monetize your community, head over to Circle.so. You can get a free trial and start building your online community right now. Just go to Circle.so. You guys, you get the 14-day free trial. So just go and see if it's for you. It's going to streamline everything and make your life so much easier. It's so freaking cool. Hey, thanks for listening to the podcast. And I want to make sure that you have my phone number, and I'm not kidding. Did you know that I have a community text number? For real. My phone number is 310-496-8363. This goes directly to my phone. All you have to do is text the word daily to 310-496-8363. And I literally text you every single day, Monday through Friday. I actually just got done 30 seconds ago texting a bunch of people back, and I talk to you all of the time. You guys, people always ask me how I got my community text number and how it works. Well, all you have to do is you can just go to community.com and get your own. Community makes it easy to get a phone number that you can use to build your audience using text. People just text you at your number and they're added to your group. Then you can text them out audios, video links, anything you want. You guys, I text out happy birthday videos. I love to send podcast links, thoughts about life, book recommendations, different events that I'm doing in the local area. Texting gets me out of the noise of social media and directly into your hand. And now you can start texting your people too. Just go to community.com to get your phone number. They give you a 10-digit real phone number, not those weird short codes that look like spam, but it's more than a phone number. Your new number comes with an inbox for SMS and texting. This means you can actually manage your text list from your computer and an app on your phone. You can schedule text to send at certain times and to certain groups. You can even set up auto replies or let your assistant or customer service team answer your text messages via Community's awesome dashboard. Just go to community.com and ask for a free demo. They'll show you how it works and get you your number. It's time to start texting your audience versus just posting on social media. Everyone uses Community for that. So go check them out at community.com. I can tell you it's not just great for communicating with my audience, but Chris and I use Community and our texts to also sell out our launches. I'm telling you, you get such an incredible response because you really are creating a true deep sense of community, and it's so intimate. It's freaking amazing. Go check it out at community.com.
Want to know a huge secret to my success? Okay, not only my success, but just about every single person that I have interviewed on this podcast who is successful has this in common. You guys, they love to journal. They capture their life lessons and what they're grateful for. But a lot of people don't keep this up consistently, and most people do know that the research shows that journaling deepens your gratitude and increases self-awareness. But did you also know that journaling decreases stress and helps you achieve your goals faster? In fact, journaling is a huge differentiator between average performers at work and high-performing people. It leads to longer-term clarity, confidence, and success. So why don't more people journal? Why didn't I journal consistently? Honestly, they don't like staring at a blank page. It's hard to carry a book around with you or a notepad, and they just don't even know what to write about, or they just forget. That's why I know that you're going to love Growth Day. It's the world's #1 system for self-improvement, and it's like all-in-one personal development in an app. And it has an awesome digital journal, and people love it. Growth Day's digital journal has hundreds of research-backed writing prompts for self-reflection, positive mindset, confidence building, and success. I use them all the time, and it makes me think in ways that I typically don't, and it makes me ask myself better questions, which we all know gets better results in our life. It even has prompts that help you develop a daily, weekly, or monthly habit of reflecting on your life and identifying areas to grow. So it's a perfect time of year to start journaling, you guys. When you sign up at Growth Day, you also get systems for habit tracking, goal setting, and scoring, and improving every area of your life. Best of all, I get to teach there too, you guys. I'm so excited. I hope that I get to see you. I teach live in Growth Day every single month with a new topic just for you. So join me there. Start your free trial at growthday.com/Lori.